everyone, welcome back to this week's Kid Spot, and I'm so glad you're joining us this week. We are on week 6 of Right on Time. So we're 6 weeks into learning about Joseph, and we're getting close to the end of his story. Before we get started on today's story, I've got a question for y'all. What do you think is in my bag? Say it out loud or put it in the chat what you guys think it is, okay? All right, who wants to see what it is? Who thinks they got it right? It's a bag of goldfish. Woo! I love goldfish, and I love sharing my goldfish with my friends. If you guys are with your friends and they spill your snack, would you share your snack with them or would you not? I hope all of you said that you would share your snack because that's the right thing to do. And that is one way for us to live humbly. Can you guys say that after me? Live humbly. That's what God wants us to do every day. Today's story comes from Genesis 42, 3 through 28. So let's dive into it. So to recap the last 5 weeks, Joseph was sold by his brothers. His father, Jacob, thinks he's dead. He worked for Potiphar until he was thrown in prison, told the people in prison what their dreams meant, had a dream his brothers would bow down to him, translated Pharaoh's dreams. Pharaoh released him from prison and then was put in charge of storing up the food for the people of Egypt. So he was second in command. Now we're all caught up. So to pick up from last week, the people of Egypt had run out of food just like Joseph had said, and they traveled to Joseph to get food. Can you guess who showed up to get the grains from Joseph one day? Yes, Joseph's brothers showed up to get the grain for their family. Do you guys remember what happened earlier in Joseph's life? Yeah, that's right. His brothers didn't like him at all, so they threw him in a pit, sold him, and then told his father he was dead. Joseph's brothers did not recognize him at all because it had been such a long time since they had last seen Joseph. But Joseph recognized them. His brothers bowed down to him just like his dream said, and Joseph pretended not to know them. He instead asked them where they came from, and they told him Canaan. Do y'all think that Joseph was mean to them and didn't give them any grain? Nope, he was kind to them and gave them grain. He was being humble by putting them before himself and his feelings towards them. He gave them full bags of grain as well as extra grain and returned all of their money to them. Joseph decided to live humbly in this moment and chose not to let his feelings get in the way of doing his job and being kind, and didn't go towards getting revenge. Kids, that's what God wants us to do also. He wants us to live humbly and put others before ourselves. Even though sometimes that might be a hard thing to do, we have to try our best and live humbly, just like Joseph did. And if you're struggling to live humbly, that's okay. You can always ask God for help and He will help you. So before we sign off for the day, let's go over the memory verse together. All right, we've added a new line, okay? The Lord has shown you what is good. He has told you what He requires of you. You must act with justice. You must love to show mercy. And you must be humble as you live in the sight of your God. Micah 6:8. Great job, you guys. So remember to practice living humbly like Joseph did and to keep practicing being kind. Hope to see everyone back next week for week 7 of Right on Time. Bye, friends.